Sonny! Time to go to the... Oh, can't go to the crag. Okay. Well, I guess I can climb the tree. Never mind. Alright folks, so unfortunately, given the current COVID-19 situation, I can't go to the crag and climb, even though the day is quite nice. So instead, we're going to do a little bit of ascending and descending of a fixed line, in this case in the tree, but you can apply this to trees, crags, sort of wherever there's a fixed line. Obviously, if you're using fixed lines and they're not ones you've put in, there's a little bit of inherent risk with that. So we won't sort of go into how to rig your own lines in this video. We're just going to talk about how to go up them and down them safely. Why you're doing it, where you're doing it, that's for another time and place to discuss that. Today though, we are going to look at, well, first off, we'll get this out of the way. A lot of people will, in all honesty, do this on a gree-gree. And it works, but it is not the best device for it. The gree-gree is an assisted braking device, which means we should never be sitting down on this in suspension and letting go of that tail, because this device can slip, and under certain circumstances you could find yourself whizzing down the rope if you've not done anything extra to protect yourself. Now, there are ways that you could increase the level of safety whilst using a gree-gree, but we're not going to cover that today, so that can get out of here. Instead, we are going to look at using more industrial devices, such as, in this case, the Petzl ID. This is a slightly older model. There was a new one brought out in 2019, I think. Yeah, we'll say 2019. So these are basically like a gree-gree on steroids. There's a little panel on the side we can open up, he says. There we go. And this means that it's a little bit harder to actually drop this off your harness. You don't have to take it on and off all the time. Once it's on that belay loop, you can pretty much leave it there. So we're going to take our rope and from our anchor, it's coming down into the live side of the device, or the anchor side of the device. Close that all up, ensure that the side plate is locked in position, and we can take in there. Now the difference between this and the gree-gree is that at the moment, with the handle back and in the unlocked position, this is like a gree-gree. It sort of pinches the rope in the same way. The more force we apply here, the more it cams into place. However, we can lock that cam into place by closing down the handle, and this actually means we can go hands-free, which makes this so much more useful than the gree-gree, because it means we can do stuff whilst we're on a fixed line. Now, like I say, there's ways you could do this with gree-gree, so don't worry, I appreciate that, and if you want to go down in the comments and tell me all about how I'm saying the wrong thing about the gree-gree not being any good for this, you go ahead. But really, we're talking about instructors out at the crag, or you're taking photos of your friends whilst you're climbing. You want to be able to go hands-free, you want to do that in the safest possible manner. This, or a Petzl rig, and I mean, there's plenty of other devices made by other companies, but this is the kind of thing you want to look at. Use, in conjunction with this, Petzl Ascension. Now, I'm using a lot of Petzl gear. There's other companies making very similar products, but this device will go up the rope, but it won't come back down the rope. So this means we can use it to pull ourselves up. So what we're actually going to do is, in conjunction with another Petzl product, and I promise this isn't an advert for Petzl, we're going to use Petzl Roll Clip, which is a pretty funky carabiner. It's got a little pulley in the bottom of this, and you can use this in this configuration. You can use it for many other things, but a normal carabiner in this setting would work as well. That's going to go in the hole at the top of your hand ascender, and we're then going to take the dead end of your rope from the descender, and that will go into the roll clip to give you a bit of a mechanical advantage. So I'll spin around a moment. We've now got hand ascender in place, descender in place, and a pulley in place up here. We're going to be using a foot loop today because I'm totally in suspension. If you're working on a rock face that's maybe a bit slabby or not quite vertical, you may be able to sort of get a couple of footholds and avoid the use of a foot loop. But for today, I'm going to go ahead and use it. So I spin around this way so we can still see everything. I'm going to put right foot in the foot loop, and my right hand is going to go in the handle of the hand ascender. I push that nice and high. My left hand is going on the dead end of the rope, which I'm going to pull down towards me. And I've very, very easily there brought myself just off the floor and into suspension. Got to be careful I don't catch myself on anything. When I'm bringing this in the unlocked position, I need to always make sure there's a hand on the dead end. But if that handle on the ID is locked down, I can go hands free, I can take photographs, I can, sort of talk to someone and help them out if they're struggling. But we've got to make sure that goes in the locked position. With the newer models of this device and the new rig, they lock for you, a bit like a Gree automatic beat. Has that handle flop down, but unlike the Gree, these can go hands free. So we're just going to go up a little bit more. Push the ascender up, right hand still on the handle, left hand's on the rope, on the dead rope. Bring your foot right under your bum if you're using a foot loop, and use your leg to push up, your left hand to pull down. So both arms are pulling, and your right foot is coming under your bum and pushing you up. To get yourself back down, very simple. We're going to remove the pencil roll clip. Stow that on the harness. We're going to remove the hand ascender. And then, just like sending on any of these style of devices, just pulling the handle gently back as you come down. Because I'm using an ID here, there is actually a panic function in here, so if I really yard on this, it will lock everything up. And again, I've got to put the handle all the way forward to reset that lock. So, there's an extra layer of safety in there. Obviously, if you're working in the rope access industry, then route setting as well. You would need a second rope with a backup device and things on it, but there you go. There's a quick video on how you could approach ascending and descending a single line. See you all. Bye bye.